is the 11th of October. There's definitely going to give dates. Definitely going to continue to start. At least continue giving dates. Not that, dates really matter because we are multidimensional. And it's not really relative. I really burn into multidimensionality. Getting to the point, one of many points. Many very beautiful, evanescent developments. Once again, truly advancing not only the limitless potential of that which is within us, which is true, proven physics and science of not only fractal, which I'm still learning more about, but also know more innately and instinctively. But of course, just the pure awareness of our creational abilities, which is, of course, I would say is getting enhanced, but it's always been there. And the amazing thing that is known is the seeding of how we can critically think with self-assumption, critically think with character, which is always done in mind, which is very amazing. So that means specifically how do we, which is something I also know without a doubt it's called no solutions. I mean, it's called solutions, like knowing solutions, no solutions. KNOW. No solutions, because there's solutions to everything. There's always a solution to any type of problem. It's always better. It's always a greater solution. So, just like there's this, what we consider issues or don't even consider issues. There's higher, of course, the fact of the matter, there's always higher advanced civilizations, or at least better solutions in states of existence, for example, states being in the physical as well as, in the astral. And positive realities that we can anchor, for example, positive timelines that can be made all the time. So, some of the simple list things is, education. So, how do we educate versus how do the Andromedans educate? Not necessarily that we adopt Andromedans, but we take that critical thinking into character and develop that type of reality which we can portray the future, which is what we exist as now. What does that mean? Or what we can exist as now. So instead of thinking, we can be the ancestors of those that anchor the ideas of the fact of the matter that we have a more advanced way to heal human beings, and then we build those technologies and then make a prediction 2,000 years from today. It's saying we will have the technology to live to be 600 years old in 2,000 years from now. Critically thinking and as well as just thinking about character, just really combining character with critical thinking. It's very easy and quite realistic just to be in the presence, not only as the ancestors, but as the actual solution, as the being that's created being. That's what we are. So, and of course, taking responsibility is a part of it, and being who we are throughout all embodiment, as being light, which I'm going to get into, is what we are. So now, how does that actually work with the physics of the universe? How does that work with the galactic center sun and the energy pouring through? How does that transfer? How does that change? How does that develop? How does that move things? So here's what's very, very exciting. And even this, I'm sort of still knowing and understanding, figuring out, because I'm still innately, instinctively a creator being, a powerful, majestic light, and a light being and a crystal divine being. So, of paradise and earth and creator realities of awesomeness. So, We got many of these specific new found understandings of what has already been there. The sun is a plasma thing. It's a plasma being. It's plasma. It's plasma. That plasma field comes from the plasma wave, plasma field, plasma C. Plasma flow. Yeah, that's a better way to say it. Plasma flow. That plasma flow is what gives the shine around the sun. Around what we call the sun because of the points, nodal points, which makes sense. Which also makes sense why our Earth has, or why, that's how atoms are made and distributed, and how our multidimensionality aspect, anchoring certain energies, for example, helps anchor the higher vibrations of, galactic central sun energies into this physical, which is the, holy cow, that makes perfect sense, which is the manifestation of all the atoms that we see, because the atoms come from the plasma going past the sun, from or through around. The energy from the galactic central sun is an energy that creates or makes up matter. I'm saying two words at the same time. That's why I'm learning this new, just ancient language so I can understand more, and so we can understand more. I say I because I am that I am, meaning I'm thinking, once again, like a multidimensional being where time is not relative. So once again, at the same time, I think about now while thinking trillions of years in the future. And, that continues and exists as, which is super awesome, is FLVLA VA with certain marks and new letters, and that is thoughtful, which makes an understanding of the energy fields that we can exist as multidimensionality. What multidimensionality is, which is very unique when it comes to creating atoms, which stars do. And of course with all stars, but our sun does. And of course the magnificence of what, of course, is known. Larger or different sized stars. So we got red dwarfs. Whoa. I know. So wow. Our creator beings, meaning, red dwarfs are small. They're so small that we can pick them up with our fingers. We can pick up a whole, and we can change our multidimensionality too, with the physical, which is amazing, because this physical realm is literally wow. Okay, so we can pick up and move different stars at will. I already said that in another broadcast, but red dwarfs, we can pick up with our fingers, index and thumb finger. Giant or superstar, super blue stars, super massive, super blue stars, are the size of racquetballs, and we can pick those up, stuff like that. So that's the amazing thing with development and creation in general. It is very easy. Actually, let's rephrase that. It's very simple. So many factors that have to do with the specific physics. Also, of course, has to do with, of course, our own plyo. even though that is a pretty interesting word, but plioplasmic, probably just a neat term I coined. Plioplasmic is the very field that we are in, like the physical. That's the physical, and then of course there's more layers. There's etheric, there's spiritual fields, and then there's an even larger field which can be explained in colors. And of course the very colors such as violet light to golden light to white light to violet light to golden light can be radiated in our fields and, for example, anchored into this glowing huge massive glowing super, which I actually like that phrase, how it sounds, supernova Earth, supernova Gaia, that we are making, co-creating, and that is manifested in what, for example, I embody in my heart as a creative being. I say we because there's so, and that's what's so amazing. One, there's so many creative beings, meaning there's so much multidimensionality, of course, meaning it's just a posification sort of thing. Being able to anchor all these energies through us and then within our hearts. So the plasma, not just only the silicon, the plasma field and the plasma sun that plasma stars, our plasma sun, and then plasma stars in general of multiple sizes. That's ultimately how they coalesce. Is a very huge part of how this galaxy is formed. Also, an important part to note is how large, I guess, I mentioned in another broadcast, like a quadrant of sky, a section of sky. One thing that we can look at with our eyes is a section of galaxy. And when these numbers are, just putting a number out there, is 35,000. So we're able to see 35,000 galaxies with our understanding of electronic coherence. And of course this very ascendability and ascension understanding in our innate, in the heart frequency and coherence, is the very fruitional understanding of how one positive we are within, and I say we, but how positive, like, I'll use myself as an example, how connectivity connects with not just our galaxy, but of course with surrounding galaxies, which I just mentioned. We can see 35,000 galaxies, and of course there's still realms, higher vibrational realms, such as heaven realms, and angels come and go. For example, the multi-dimensional library, the library of Pathologos, which of course are libraries we're going to model in the future. We can anchor in these advanced timelines, just also not only the fact that we are creative beings, but of course the fact that these timelines, there's timelines of huge amounts of just endless abundance, of huge amounts of vibrancy, of light, and of, the truth of the ascended planet. We've gotten, and I would even say, there's a large amount of progress in all of the functionalities of when it comes to being a higher dimensional being, like a fifth dimensional being, as well as being a true incarnated being of light, of positivity, of radiance, and of rejuvenation. Those are some of the just most simplistic understandings of healing on planet Earth. So how do you heal? Actually, not only as a healer, which of course is just one part of multi-dimensional capabilities, was just regular old plasma creation, awareness of the multi-dimensional aspects in unconditional love in the plasma fields, and as well as the plasma fields unconditional love's potential plasma capabilities. So this and add, for example, finesse fields upon expansive sort of nature of plasma is. And so just understanding that plasma field also is vortexes that are as well as just the sort of field of oneness, which is incredible. Just this unique thing about incarnation, about physical incarnation, is our awareness of that. And that is tremendous. And it is in a positive thing. It's a very, very good thing. It's really Ascension, and then reinterpret and reiterate and recreate. That's very different from multidimensionality. So it's our multi-creationalistical aspects, which I call and essence, powers and abilities and potentials. All that's going to get into, for example, into real powers, just the elements of the essence structures within two bars of, and it makes a square in that spiral. Between those between those squares is a black hole. So every single strand of DNA has a black hole. So every single strand of DNA is able to, for example, break up and make more black holes or make more matter out of the black holes. Which I'm going to just go ahead and say is the very same type of science of how we can measure something that happens very, very far away with these physical instruments that we can make when it's actually occurring within us, meaning occurring within the DNA, meaning occurring within DNA in general, meaning DNA is connected and in the process of reconnecting, and Gaia's DNA and planetary DNA has a part in that, as well as the plasma stargate that is the sun, which is kind of a new concept, or actually a clarity, a true amazing clarity in the higher vibrational realms of sentience, that how sentience exists through stargates, how sentience exists at stargates, around stargates, and how sentience can exist as galaxies, and consciousness can exist as something even grander, or as that grand, like I am. That I am consciousness, how that is I am consciousness. So more learning, wow, is that teaching of the simplicity actually of DNA. So back to that point, black holes are in between, so that means that we have a lot of mass. And a lot of mass is very dense. It is so dense that it creates physicality. We are made of so many black holes that we make and recreate physicality. And we are so huge that all physicality is on a planet. And this planet is the physicality of all these black holes. So that is the relationship between the sun, the planets themselves, and the actual relationship between the mass of each planets, Saturn, Jupiter, as well as Uranus and Neptune. The reason why those, and then also Venus and Mars, well, all the planets, how the substances are made from a star or a sun that's not a gas giant, because obviously it's a paradox. You can't have gas giants like Uranus, Neptune, Saturn, and Jupiter when you have a gas giant such as the sun. First of all, I just want an amazing, really huge congratulatory thanks to me, because the amount of huge leaps in consciousness I'm doing is shocking. Because I'm walking through this, literally creating at the same time and knowing exactly what I'm doing. It is so amazing. It is so amazing. So I'm truly, there's huge rounds of applause in heaven for the works I'm doing. So anyway, and I'm not gonna like blow myself off saying like, oh well, he just explained exactly how freaking life is made on Earth with DNA and black holes and how it all comes together and how junk DNA is not, and he's just so freaking genius-y. And he just does it in less than 24 hours. I am so intelligent. I am so smart, but it's not about intelligence or smartness. It's just about the awesome ability to be able to be here and be aware as that I am being. So, black holes is all the amazing physicality of what we can make as the being of what is in existence. So the amazing thing is I am being, so meaning I am being, I can be, I am able to become and be that which I want to be. I am expressing my multi-personality through my physicality, meaning I am anything, I am everything, and I am one, meaning I am light. So, fascinating concept is, so let's go back to the explanations of exactly how, for example, black holes work. It's incredible so why, for example, is that the density of black holes enough to follow plasma, because the plasma energy, the same energy that makes stars is the same type of formula or same functionality of how DNA is, or DNA works, functions, and can multiply and do its RNA split. That's a divinical aspect in our DNA, divine DNA divine. All right, so I wasn't actually certain. Actually, I wasn't certain if I was going to make this a broadcast for Fire of Liberty, but I am pretty sure I'm going to make this a broadcast for Fire of Liberty. I want to do multiple broadcasts for this one because it's just so grand. But it's a huge personal understanding of that which is already known innately. For example, is, I just am being. I am being. So I fully understand that, because this is truly just expression of self-mastery. And I've been, not that time is understood or not understood, but we definitely understand paradoxes, okay? And we understand that paradoxes can't, well, interesting how I said that, right? We understand paradoxes. Paradoxes are paradoxes. They don't, they can't, they don't, it's a paradox. So, it's a massive amount of clarity that comes with the understanding of our DNA, how it works, and how you can... before I go into DNA, this is your host, Christian Walker, this Bone. This evening edition of Fire for Liberty. Accelerating the expansion age, the acceleration age, and the age of enticing and evolutionary DNA. The age of magnetic energy of DNA, and the age of evanescent growth, development, as the embodiment of being. And so that's what I say, that's what is become understood. And what I mean by understood is I really am a true light being, love light, being radiance, plasma being that has the ability to change as a creator and manifest as a creator. Because a lot of these things, which are even, once again, time goes by, I say time, but our perception, for example, of perception of time, goes by very quickly. What we create changes very, very rapidly. Meaning, vibrating very at high frequencies, we let go of or it's like a clearing thing. It's a clearing, which is awesome, because we're anchoring that light. We're literally taking a higher vibration, and it exists at a higher vibration that we exist on. So it's a state of being, It's just a state of being. It's just like am. And it's and that's kind of like a micro to macro explanation. Actually, it's like a macro to micro to macro to macro to macro to micro explanation of things. But that's the thing, because we are macro and micro. Because we are, which is, I'm going to talk about something, so bear with me. So, there's the, I don't even know if this may just be for, critical thinking, coming back to, that critical thinking and character, but the critical thinking for how this fact of the matter of rejuvenation and development of our divinity, because I'm a divine creator, how we can understand bear with me, the holographic reality that is projection. Because actually that actually is what it is. It's projection, just how star energy is projection of plasma, and how, outlashings of atoms that continually get hit by plasma is what made the planets, and how plasma continuously plasmates, plasma, and how we're dealing in very, very high duration. So what I mean to say is, it is such it's so high vibrations that everything is different. Everything changes. Everything does. How is that so? Because everything is made of creation as one with creation, meaning everything comes from within. Everything comes from within. And just recognizing that is knowing everything comes from within me, within my heart, within me. Everything comes from within me. And the other epiphany is, is the double pine cone, as in, the pine cones of what I would describe as the pineal gland, of the pineal gland of the pine cone of the pineal gland. So we have the walking on of our higher selves on solid light or creation, and then our and higher vibrations from. Oh, interesting. So higher vibrations from our, I guess, root, I guess would be source, and how it's like I gave the broadcast example a very long time ago of upside down tree. So, uh, you know, okay, so just let's just go with that being, the light being, that still shape. So it's on us head, on our, like, it's balanced on our head, for example, and then that goes through us, is connected. We're connected by the crown chakra, and then that goes through us, and then we're a vortex, or as we're going lower in the, for example, colors, from orange down to red, yellow, orange, red, and then we anchor into Gaia, and then there's more energy that's there. So that's a very beautiful explanation of Ascension. It's literally, it's returning to that which we always are. It's returning to that super beingness which is always. And so what is happening within is that everything from within is becoming creation, which is true because I am being, meaning everything comes from within, meaning everything is from within. So that's why do I say that so much? How do I explain that? The same way that from a tree, and then the outside of the tree is the, and then if you vibrate with the tree, then you can create with the tree. You move with the tree, and you can sense it. You can do so many things. Once again, we're at a sliver. I mean, I say we're sliver, but I'm discovering. I am so multidimensional. I'm discovering so many multidimensionalities, and I'm manifesting so quickly now. I'm just gonna say, let's ramp it up again. So we're literally gonna continue to accelerate so quickly. I'm gonna do some even more consciousness boosts that I know are true. I'm gonna speed it up even more of what I'm aware, or what my capability of doing within my own being is, which is, creation within my being. I am gonna do even more powerful. Let's use a different word. More light radiance, more love radiance, and there's gonna be even more heaven on it. And it's beautiful, and so that shift is happening incredibly quickly. This is your host, Christian Walker, just Bowen on this evening edition of Fire for Liberty. I am love, I am light being, I am creational motion and action, I am acceleration potential, I am peace, I am abundance, and I am the never-ending supply of heaven, and I am infinity. I am unlimitedness. I am immortality. I love you all.